Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Jar Games Factorio's Space Age. That's right, alright. Yes, we are designing science, basic sciences. We've got some pretty compact, nice, breathable, I don't know, breathable? Are they breathable science? They're not breathable, actually. They're kind of suffocated all together here. I did a couple little tweaks here. I fixed some minor bugs with the system here, but the blueprints will all be in the description. But anyways, today we are going to get into blue science. Blue science, I believe, would be the next one, right? That's the logical next one, and then we will get into purple science after. So let's just, jump right into it. Let's go. All right, so yeah, having a lot of fun actually with this stuff. Sulfur, that's easy. Red circuits, that's easy. And engines. So this one's actually quite simple, other than the fact that, let's design it up here and see if we can squeeze it in there later. How many of these do we need? Let's just rate calculate that.
Like and subscribe.
If they're 0.06 per second, let's just do a calculator then and say, what is 2.25 divided by 0.06? 37 of these machines. So is that right? Is that even possible? That it's that many? Let me see. Let me take a look at the Nilos. This is 1. Oh yeah, that's how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 24. 24 of these machines that he's got going on there. I don't know if we can max out this design. Like this may be kind of one of the, like, realistically, what else can we do with this design to make it more compact? I don't know if there's really anything. There is some space in the middle that could be dealt with, but really, if we look at this, how many machines is this? That's 16, and this is giving us, just get this last machine in there. Come on. This is giving us 1 per second. Holy smokes. So, yeah, if we put 2 more, we're getting 1 point. So now I think we're basically getting the half that we need and that we deserve in life. And I'm out of blue machines? Is that right? Bring me another blue machine, my robots. Bring me all of the blue machines. 25. Yeah, let's bump that up to 50. I should be requesting 50. We've got lots in storage, so that's not an issue. Okay, so now this should be 2.25 that we're looking for. And we're looking for 2.25 engine units per second, which engine units are almost the same, but not quite. So if we did something like this, then how many is that going to be? Let's find out in the next episode. No, I'm just kidding. Find out in 35 seconds, all right? Come on, bring me all of the blue machines. Come on. I am currently inside. Yeah, there's no gap there. A little gap over there. Over there. Looks like we have a gap there. And there. Anyways, enough with the gaps. Come on. So how much is this going to be? 2.4? Oh, so this is actually just a little bit more. And we have exactly 2 more machines that we need, I believe. Alt D. So that should be exactly the amount of engine machines that we need, right? So then if we were to take this whole thing down and just stack it right together, let's see if we can get away with that. Now, how much are these machines going to need for pipes and gears? pipes and gears and machines and pipes and gears and steel. So pipes, gears, and steel means that we are going to need basically 3 belts. So if we had, let's just, for example, had a gear machine and a pipe machine. That's going to be 1.5, that's going to be 1.5. So then we're lacking 2 pipe machines, and I think we can speed up the gear machine to potentially make it work for us. Not quite, which I definitely don't like, but that may be the best that we can do. Well, I mean, we kind of got the space for it, so maybe we can just do that. And then I think this is going to be, yeah, we just have an extra half machine on the gears, which is fine. That's fine. But then the steel, so I think what we're going to have to do, the thing is that kind of sucks about this is we need the steel, yeah, so the sulfur and the reds, that's not an issue. But I think we're going to have to bump this out because we need 3 inputs and 1 output. So we can have the 2 belt type system going on there, but then we're still going to have problems with the power poles. So, but either way, I mean, this is already actually a little bit more compact than I thought. And if it's this wide, if we can, like, we've got room to the left and to the right. So, I guess that's true. We've got room to the left and to the right, which means we're probably going to have to do this. Like, it might be better if we do this type of design. Right, like this. It's going to take up more left to right space, but we have that left to right space. Let's say we started everything here. It's definitely going to be longer. What if we started everything in line with this one? And here? Actually, I don't think we need to then delete all of these. Maybe some of them. Right, because then that's going to be 40. That's actually a little bit more, I think, than we actually wanted. We wanted 36. So that just means I think we can just pop those out. And even these. So that's how many we want. Which is just fine. Kind of lines up more or less. And then similarly, we may need to all right, I think we're getting some design together here. Wait, let me check this side. Are these going to be... No, they won't be powered. So we actually do need the central beam on these as well. And then we can just go with those again. Great. Okay, and okay. And there we go. Now is that all of the machines that we need for this? 69, nice. We're missing 2 at the end here, as I expected. There we go. Right. 71, not quite as nice. All right. And then, yeah, we could just bump that over and get these here just for completion's sake. And then we can even get some lights in already. I think we should do it like that. That makes sense. All right, all right. Now this is what I call manufacturing. Okay, so then we're gonna need how much of this? 10. So that actually is not too bad at all. But we need it to come in here and kind of do that. Probably not. Actually, we could probably just do, because these are just going to take 3 per second. I don't know. These take 1.5 per second, so maybe it's better if this belt's on that side. And then we do that. And then we do that. And then we got to get pipes and gears out, and we need steel on the in. Right, so then if we have pipes here, I mean, we can do some of this magic that we do here. Right, so like we could have this, and then we can have out. I guess we, if we do this out. Huh, what am I looking to do here? It's gonna be on the wrong side. It's gonna be on the wrong side because we can't just go straight in here. Or straight out. Like this, like we would want to do, because then they'll be on the same side, which doesn't help us any. And I don't want to put, I mean, we can put this, I think we have to put this on the other side. Right? So then we can just go out, out, and out. But then right, and then that becomes iron in. Which then means that's not a problem for all of those. Easy. But then I think I wanted to do, you can do this kind of thing, right? That doesn't quite work. I guess the point is we would like it to be there. So if we could just do that and then do this and then do something like this. I guess we'd have to move that over just one. Then we can easily get that iron in at the speed that we need it. I still have to test out my inserters throughput, but if we were to then have these kind of coming out, out, and out. And then we can have these. That doesn't help at all either. So what the heck? How did we even do this on the other one? Right, because they're on the same side, that's why. So if they're not on the same side, we're trying to put them into the same space. Well, these are 1.5 per second. They're all 1.5 per second. So why don't we just do red inserters? What am I You know, red inserters over here, here, and here. And then regular inserters here and here. Sure. What am I fussing about? And then we probably could have this be on the other side, which I think I'm gonna do because they're all the same as far as output. They're all 1.5 per second. If I just take this down one and then just have this and have this in and this out. And then similarly here, flip that in and out. Well, actually, the outs, this in, this out, and then these out, out. Easy mode. What am I fussing about? Oh, and then these, of course. Switch to there. Cool. Okay, wow, that was way too much, and we don't even need this here. So I was just making it way more complicated than it needed to be, but that's all part of the show. Sometimes that happens. So then we need steel to come in here. And fortunately, we can just do one of those because the gears don't need steel. So then we'll have steel all the way down. But then we need the actual engines. But I think we could put the engines on the same side as steel, right? And then it looks like we're going to have... Uive. Yeah, I'd almost like to have steel kind of coming in the other side then. Maybe that's a thing. Right? Like, what if... Well, either that or we come back on it, because I want to have sulfur and reds on one belt, and then engines and then output blues on the other belt. And because I only want to have two belts here. So I think we're going to have to do something like that. So we'll figure that out here. So if I had steel coming down here. No, I think we still... Well, if steel comes in, we can force it on one side or the other. Then we can do something like this. So we have the engines all on this side. And then we have steel like that. And we can just duplicate that. And then by the end of it, we have... By the end of it, we will have... We'll make sure that steel comes in on the right side here. How can we do that? Maybe get the light out of the way. We either have to delete the light. I think we can live with deleting the light. And then that way, yeah, steel comes in on the one side. And that's only how much steel? Very, very little. So it's fine being on half a belt. And then we have the engines here. And then we loop them back. And then they come through here. So let me just copy and paste this design. I missed one. That's fine. Right, and then this can just go like this, and this we can actually do a little bit of a custom thing here, because this one just needs to get there, I think. Well, we can do this. Out, in, out, in, right? And then we split it. That's as close as we can get with it. We take engines off because that's what we're here for. And then we just come through here. And that way we can keep the design compact. In terms of width. Great. Okie dokie, okie dokie. And then that just means we have all of the engines on which side? They will be on the far side, which will be on the close side there, which will come down and be on the close side here, which actually works out great because well, we're gonna have to do a very similar thing here. Right, because engines, yeah, so that, and then this, and then this, right? Make sure we have that there, and then we have this, and this is going to be this is going to be steel, and this is going to be sulfur and red circuits. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, and then that's coming through. Yeah, again, I think it's actually a very, very similar design to that, but we'll just do it like this. In and in. Oh, I'm in the way. Cool. And then similarly, we just got to bump it out one. Why is it one more that we bumped it out? I guess because we can do it here. And then we can do that and set it on the right side. And that should be blue science, right? Pretty cool, actually. This is probably the most symmetrical and clean design yet, which is really nice. So unfortunately it doesn't fit in this lane here. Which makes me think, should we just put this over here? Probably. Right? And then that way we can just save that much more space. And yeah, there's a little bit of a gap in the middle, but that's fine. Then we can blueprint this and call it blue science. Jar, I don't know, 2.25 per second. I think, and we should just label it a bit better. I don't think I did that with the other ones, but red belts, and yeah, that's about it. That is about it. So I think if we were to then cut this, it's still lined up, and place it there. My robots are gonna hate me, but that's what they do. That's how they live by orders. Okay, and then this is gonna be sulfur and reds. And we'll see if it actually works. how do I want to get this in here? Pretty easily actually, but we still want it to go past. This one's the easier one of the two. There we go. And actually we probably want to just be able to get reds down on there. But we'll see. We'll get reds over here first. I don't know, maybe we could even go like this and like that. And then if we get reds on the correct side, then we can just do it like that. So maybe we get reds. Well, actually, I think this might be just a little bit nicer to do like this instead. And then we'll get that up there, and then we'll get this in here, and that way we'll have reds come in from here. And away we go. Cool, now we got red circuits coming in for blue science, and we just need the steel and the iron. Now I'm like, wait, couldn't I have had steel and iron on the same belt? Actually, yes, they could definitely be coming in here on the same belt, but that wouldn't matter because we want to get steel past there and the gears and the pipes on one belt. So either way, it is going to work out just the same and just fine and dandy. We just need... Didn't we already take iron like twice off the same one here? Actually, we did, which we shouldn't have done. We should take iron off the first one, and then we should take iron off the second one. But maybe we could just take iron off the second one here just to make this a little bit easier. I don't know if this is really the best way to do the bus. Like, should you rebalance after every time you take it off, or should you... I think what I'm kind of going with the theory here is like rebalance at the beginning of each block and then take off the first one. Well, apparently the first one again, just because, well, that's only sulfur. But then the first one, the second one, the third one, and then the fourth one, and I had to do the first one again. I could probably rebalance here and then here again, but either way, kind of that idea of in each city block trying to take off of the next, like only one of the 4 belts per, and then rebalance. So I don't know, that should work just fine. But that being said, if we've got 1 and 2, then we want to take off of 3, which means we just do that, and then now we're taking off of the third one. And this one should be here for steel, and that should be it. I'm gonna let that cook here for a few seconds, make sure I've got everything going, and then we should actually start seeing blue science come out the other side. And that's pretty excellent if you ask me. Like, this is a lot of fun, and it's really cool to see. Like, yeah, now we've got 2.25 blue science, and this one's actually a little bit, I don't know, cleaner than this one, which is like, ooh, we're actually missing a little bit of ammo. But like I said, we'll fix that one. But that is it for this one. We'll just fast forward here and see if it actually works, which it doesn't, because we are not getting, oof. Yeah, so it actually doesn't work at all, which is not great. So this will fix this side, I believe. But the other side might be a little bit of a problem because of how we're bringing that. Well, it's already a problem here, but this is okay because we can afford to bump that out just 1. And then still get this one. Well, we'll just put that one there. and get that one there. A little bit of oddity at the end, but that's fine. So yeah, what we're looking at here is a major issue because all of these machines need, yeah, so let's actually rethink this for a second, unfortunately. Some of you are probably already yelling in the comments like, Mike, why did you do that? That's ridiculous. You can't do that. Which is absolutely true because now we need out and in. We need out and in. Like we actually need to basically take these all out and do something like that, which really sucks because now that completely breaks the design, but I should have seen that in the first place. That was a kind of a major oversight. If I just take out all of these, we're gonna have to rethink the design. We're gonna have to rethink the design basically entirely, oops, in order to get these engines out. Those dirty rascals. Right? And we do have the engines coming off the bottom half, which is totally cool. But there's no way for us to get these coming in here. Like the other, is there any other way to do this? Not really. Not really. Because we need to have those coming in like that. So how do we get the engines out? I don't know. I think I actually stuck myself here. We have to bring the belt back some way, and that only way is going to be, I mean, it would be nice if it was here right now. Just because one less horizontal tile, which we may need later, but I'm kind of thinking we will have to just do it on the top outside of it, which is really not cool. Like, but the alternative would have been to bump the, like, could we even do that? Let's just do a test run here of how this would look if we were out one here. And then we had like out, in, right? So maybe that's the play. Because that just gives us that extra space that we need. Which still is not ideal. It's still taking up one extra tile. And it's like, if we flip this horizontally, we could use that one tile there. But like, I think that's probably our best bet. Just for it to not look quite as ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous however you call it. Oh, I accidentally cut the other one. But at least there's no belt on the outside going backwards. It's kind of like interwoven with itself. Right? And then like, then I think we have a solution. Which basically is like full circle back to what we had before. But yeah, I think that's pretty well it, actually. That should fix it. Like, legit fix it. Right? Now all of the engine machines are working, and up to where the blues are stacked is also working. But now we've got it. Yeah, so we got to update the blue science here. This one should be in early game science. And then we just go from here to there, and away we go. Yeah, so again, not my proudest moment. A little bit of oddities here and there, but all in all, it is still a very compact design and fairly symmetrical. You know what I mean? Like, we could bump these out too to match there and then use the same kind of insertion, exertion methods. And I don't know, what the heck, maybe we do that. Maybe we just go here and here and then do out. Like, this is the more common style, I think, of doing like this out kind of thing, which I often overlook. And this is not yeah, it's not getting stuck in terms of production. Like, it's not stuttering at all, it's going steady, so these have the throughput. So now that just looks a little bit more symmetrical, and I will just go ahead and blueprint that one more time, and that'll be that. Now we have some pretty serious science action happening here. I'm pretty impressed. I dig it. And who knows, I mean, geez, we could probably move these if we really want to get tight. We could move these like down into this area. There might be a little bit of a gap in the center, but you know what, I think I'm gonna do that just because I'd like it to be like as compact as possible to see how many we can fit in here. I don't even think we need a radar. We definitely don't need a radar anymore. Ooh, that kind of sucks to have to move all the belts and everything, but I think I will do that in between rounds here, and otherwise we will work on the next episode. We will work on purple science, so that is the next one, right? Purple science, yeah, purple science, and then we won't be able to do utility science yet until we get blue circuits processing low density structures and flying robot frames, all that good jazz. But until then, we can still do the purple science in the next episode. So that's it for now. We'll see you in the next one. All right.
Like and subscribe.